1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing. Morning, aviation junkie. Hope you're well this morning. We are on rain mode camera today, so things are going to look a little bit different to usual. We're going to do our best. Can I do a racket? Not going to see too much of that, I think. Not sure if you can hear the wind or whether the mic is cancelling it out, but it is pretty blustery here, quite unpredictable. There's no constant nature to the wind this morning, so I hope we have some interesting approaches. Just bear with me, I've got some sound issues going down here, so. That's better. Right, just getting myself sorted, folks, because I'm on a completely different camera setup today so that you can see what's going on here, and we couldn't bring the normal camera up because of the weather, so we are making do with the phone gear, but we should be able to bring you some good pictures this morning. Not too bad, as you can see there. Looks like a nice arrival coming in about 4 or 5 minutes time. That'll be our first arrival this morning. In the meantime, I'm just going to sort out my rain protection here. Leave you there looking at something interesting for a sec. I see what I need to do. Right. Sorry if you're feeling a bit ill with the movement of the camera, just trying to get it so I can tilt for you. That was all I was trying to sort out. That's much better. Right, okay. Bring you back there now. I don't think these headphones are doing. Never mind. Right. Okay, you can see it's quite a bit of wind on there. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll have a quick listen on my monitoring device. Right folks, Nice arrival is on finals, not that you'd see it. So we'll swing it round. Again, I must apologise, but the weather is very unpredictable and the rain is coming from all directions, which means the regular camera is just not going to survive 5 minutes in this type of weather. What we'll do though is this is fully waterproof, so should bring you a great experience this morning. Hope you're well. You're live at Bristol Airport. This is Danny from Planecaster. Don't have a lot of my usual toys to play with this morning in the when we're in this weather, but I still wanted to come up and make sure that you got to see the fun approaches I think we can expect today. The winds are quite interesting, to say the least. The rain starts at me again. Got my back to the runway at the moment, so that would indicate it's coming down the runway, but then the next second it's just coming from a completely different direction, so it's all quite interesting. Nice arrival, just about to pop through the clouds, I think. Just about. We'll give it a little bit of zoom. So we'll go to there. Great to have your feedback on the pictures and the sound this morning, because that will be interesting to hear. Let's just put that to the sky. There we go, just appearing now. I think as the morning goes on, the weather's going to get worse. So keep it here, and we'll try and reward your time. I mean, that seemed quite sedate, didn't it? It does feel like, though, it's a bit of luck of the draw with these things when you're coming in and just what the wind happens to be doing at that particular time. But anyway, that's great. Those passengers in for a nice, what looked like reasonably smooth landing there. Can't argue with that. Let's have a little look at the airport. We're using not our regular camera, so we will have to give you a bit of digital zoom to show you these views this morning. But hey, it's better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Last week I was in a t-shirt, today I'm in a winter's raincoat. Amazing. Where's the best spot in Bristol Airport for spotting, says Aviation Junkie. And good morning, love aviation. Well, Aviation Junkie, you've got two spots. Winter's Lane, which is right at the other end of the runway to where we are now, and that's great for your 09 easterly arrivals. You've got two sides to the road, and one side maybe not as good as it used to be, because the airport has put up solar panels, and there's some new fencing that's associated with that, and that's to meet their obligations in respect of the climate. But and their eco credentials. But yeah, here where I am today, this is Felton Common. This is public common, pretty much at the end of the runway here at Bristol, and anybody can come here. It's particularly at the weekends, you'll see lots of people out walking the dogs, walking the walking with their families. So there's yeah, plenty to love from this spot. And as you'll see at the moment, you've got the hedgerow in front of you. That tends to die down a bit in the winter, at least I'm hoping it will. And then you can see, I mean, there was less than that when I was here last time at the beginning of the Planecaster journey, and you can see the runway much more. But we will see how that develops as the autumn and then winter progresses. Nothing on arrivals at the moment. We tend to arrive now so we can get ourselves sorted out, and we're then ready for when the action does happen. So we did have that arrival then, but I'm not expecting too much for a little bit. I'm just having a quick look now at my chart. I think we can expect, let's have a look. Well, we've only got two in the airport, so it's actually a very, very quiet time at the moment, but it's definitely due to get very busy. Plenty of incomings. Love Aviation, how you doing, man? So we'll keep mentioning this morning, folks. We're on rain mode, which means we switch to essentially an iPhone camera, and we're transmitting here on a very small amount of gear this morning, directly to you here, so we can bring you the action but not destroy our equipment at the same time, which is a good old system all round. Quite a busy week in respect to Planecaster. I don't think I've ever done 3 streams in 1 week, but as well as today, you can join us at Stansted Airport around 8 o'clock on Thursday morning. London Stansted, that is, with morning rush, mainly departures, I suspect. And you can also join us the following morning, Friday morning, for a very special stream from London City Airport, which just has the most fantastic views opposite the runway, and we'll be able to bring you some great stuff from there. We'll take our rain gear in case we have to switch to this type of setup, but hopefully you can see it's still giving a good old performance. That will start, by the way, around 7 AM, so we'll catch the morning rush of departures, maybe a couple of odd arrivals as well. And then we'll see how the day goes. If you like London City Airport, of course, you are well covered there, because on that very same afternoon, you will be covered by SDTV, who will who do that as a Friday afternoon regular. They catch tea time rush. You like your landings, then you're going to get loads on the Friday afternoon with SDTV. So Love Aviation says, I'm good, thanks Dave. Very grim in Manchester this weather. Glad I'm covering for a mate in his shop. Yeah, I don't blame you. You wouldn't want to be out roaming the fields, would you, this morning? Quite a few passing us overhead here. I can't, of course, show you anything because there's no slivers of blue sky to be seen, unfortunately. Manchester to Funchal 737-800 with Ryanair is just going over Newport at the moment. We'll then come over the west of the airfield here. Got a Heathrow to Shannon. Got lots of inbound transatlantic traffic. Mexico City to Munich is above us right now. A350 941. Won't be seeing that. So it's 11:04 right now. You can expect the Belfast B20, the Beechcraft 20, is that Beechcraft? Coming in at 11:38. We've got an 11:33, 11:50, 11:57. So plenty of arrivals this hour. yeah, love aviation. London City Airport really, really is awesome. It is just a fantastic position there. It really is. Just while we have a little lull, I'll take a look at the latest weather. So, drizzle at the moment, you can probably hear it. 100% chance of rain, thanks very much for that. That's okay, I can cope with it. And in terms of wind, let's have a look now. So, 22 miles an hour from the southwest at the moment, so it is a crosswind. The direction isn't going to change while we're on air. But the ferocity maybe will. It's gusting up to 41 miles an hour, maybe in the course of the show as high as 45. So it's, you know, it's pretty interesting up there, I think, you know. Hoping you can hear me all right as well, by the way, because I don't have my usual microphone on due to the way we're bringing this show to you today, but let's hope it's all good. Let me know if there's any issues with picture or sound on the thing. I'm monitoring it as much as I can, but there are limitations. I have to say today as well, we are at the mercy of the battery a little bit. And that's something we can solve in future editions when we bring you the rain cam, but at the moment I just have to be conscious of the fact that this type of thing generally does use quite a lot of battery, and I haven't got a battery pack with me today, so we'll see how long it lasts. We started with a full battery. We're still in the upper 80s, so we should be alright for a bit. Nice bit of bluster at the moment. Alright, so let's just do a little trick on the phone here. Pics and sound good at the moment. Thank you, love aviation. As ever, by the way, folks, do operate here with a delay for security reasons. We work with the airport to ensure that they're happy with what we're doing, and that's why you'll find a small delay on the stream this morning compared to what you're perhaps seeing on your radar app, such as Radar Box, who we recommend, of course, Plane Finder, or indeed Flight Radar 24, whichever one you happen to be using this morning. I'm quite excited. I've got a trip coming up unexpectedly. I've got a trip coming up to Italy, to Venezia Terme, an airport I haven't ever heard of before. I'm going from Gatwick on a few Saturdays' time, 7th October. Can't wait for that. And for the first time in what feels like forever, I'll be going on a 737. It's got to be at least 3 years since I've been on I was going to say a Boeing plane, but that's not true. But since I've been on a 737, so it'd be interesting to remind myself what that experience is like. I did think it might be a 737 MAX, as it is with TUI, but at the moment it is scheduled for an old school 800. But expect to see some video from there, and some shorts, and some clips. Let's have a look then. So I think got
got 2 deer in at 11:33, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, I think about 20 minutes or so we'll see a nice little start to see a sequence of arrivals, so that'll be good. I am keeping my eyes on everything that's happening around you, so you won't miss anything. Sound has got a bit of crackling now, just as I said. Okay, is it continuing to do that, or is it the sound of the rain maybe hitting the microphone? It could well be that. It is raining at the moment. I'll go over and have a listen. Right, I've just reset the sound. We do see this problem sometimes with this software, so you have to let me know if it's okay now. One, two, three, four, five. Doing a sound test. Folks, I can hear the sound. It's terrible, isn't it? It's not something I can easily explain. And I'm not sure I'll be able to rectify it, but I'm going to persist with it. Bring down the gain a little bit, just see if there's anything to do with that. Got limited options available to me as everything is literally coming from one piece of software. But it's kind of doing a slowing down effect, isn't it? Making me sound like I'm a little bit drunk. Believe me, I wish I was, but I'm not. Absolutely not. Unusually for me then, I shall keep the talking to a minimum. And we'll just see how we get on. Pictures are what matter, right? Just doing a bit of research on the sound issue, folks. If I can solve it, I will. Still here, folks, just doing some research. Seeing if I can resolve these sound issues. That may have cured it or made it even worse, who knows. And there's always something, isn't there? Sorry folks, it's not made it any better, is it? About 10 minutes X-plane if you can hear me. Crackling is terrible, isn't it? Just going to do something really simple, folks, while I've got a second. I mean, it would be really stupid if it was something as simple as the phone case, but I'm going to take out the phone case just to see. Just checking it's not something as stupid as a phone case. Sorry guys, we're going to have to persist like this, I'm afraid. Next arrival, just south of the airport. Going down on the base leg. Downwind leg, is it? Eight minutes or so. Just switch to another microphone. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. We live in hope. Weird effect, isn't it, that's happening? Maybe I have to speak faster. Maybe if I speak a little bit faster it'll sound normal when it comes to you. Bear with it, folks. We appreciate you being here this morning. As any airport streamer will attest to, if it's not one thing, it's another. Tues 737 sitting over there, looking a bit lonely, a bit sorry for itself. Bless it. Runway lights, not sure if that's coming across to you where you are from this angle compared to where I'm standing, but runway lights looking amazing. And actually, before we have this next approach, let me just change this around a little bit, and perhaps I can avoid tripping over everything in an effort to bring you the best sights today. That looks level to me. So next one is a Palmer. I'm going to turn the sky, the camera even, around here, so you can see the view. What we're waiting for now is a Palmer flight, and it's just about to turn onto approach. In fact, it's on approach now. 3,300 feet. Should be in here very, very shortly. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. Let's see how this one copes. The wind is still swirling around quite a lot. Aircraft reporting a 45-mile-an-hour crosswind at the moment from the south. Any minute now, folks, I promise you it is there. It's going to suddenly pop out of the sky. Thankfully we don't have the ridiculous conditions we've had here in previous shows. Now, folks, hopefully you can see that. Good bit of reverse thrust there, due to runway, I presume. So that's your inbound from Palma to Mallorca, and we have another one on approach now, I believe. I'm just going to confirm that for you now. Nobody's really making a meal of it at the moment, has to be said. It's quite stormy up here. The plane itself was reporting a 45-mile-an-hour crosswind there on the approach, so that's pretty amazing. Next inbound is from Amsterdam. We'll be here in about 2 minutes. A320 CEO again. This one currently reporting 51 mile an hour crosswind from the southwest. Now 48. It is amazing to see what they're fighting up there. 50 mile an hour, sorry, 50 knots, not miles an hour. Now 45 knots. So the fact it just varies like that must make it quite interesting. Anyway, that's what pilots are trained for, right? Fantastic stuff. There's the next one for you folks. Hopefully you can see that. A little bit difficult for me as I got a lot of rain on the screen. So I'll do something about that without destroying the everything. There you go. Another beautiful EasyJet landing, unperturbed by the weather here this morning. Not quite as much reverse thrust for that one. Oh, we're right on the wonk now, aren't we? Let's burn up. What's worse, the sound or being slightly on the wonk? It's not good, is it? Folks, if you're watching this morning thinking, what sort of SH1T show is this with the sound and everything this morning? This is not our normal setup. So we've got swirling winds and rain this morning. Who knows, maybe even thunderstorms as well. So we are on a very minimized I should say, setup this morning. And that means that our usual quality is not quite there today. So I'm very sorry about that. I am going to be working on this problem. We will try and get to the bottom of what's causing it. I'm sure there'll be a logical reason. We'll work with the software manufacturer, perhaps they'll be able to help us. Really appreciate you sticking with us this morning. If you're new to us, please press that subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. We're stuck on 698. In fact, I'll let you into a secret. Somebody obviously got kicked off YouTube because he went to 697. I mean, it's not like anybody would unsubscribe, surely. Please don't do that. Morning, Darlo. Sorry about the sound before you say anything. It is what it is. Next arrival is on approach. It's a little bubba. So this might be fun. We also may not see it until the last second. Keep your eyes peeled for this one. There we are, just visible now. Told you it was a bubba, didn't I? Unfortunately, that one's so small you won't really see that. All down safely though, of course. Right, so here's a rather zoomed in scene at the airport this morning, Bristol Airport. You're with Planecaster. We're on our alternate equipment this morning to cope with the inclement weather, which is why I sound like I've been slowed down. But I haven't, honestly. There'd be no talk of cheese, please. Come on now. It's like John Cleese, don't mention the war. I did, but I think I got away with it. Do you remember that? Don't mention the cheese. Next arrival, not too far away, is in from Split. It's an A320neo, which apparently not sometimes as good in the crosswind. That's what I hear for another streamer. Oh man, cheese and potato pie, please. No, I can't imagine anything worse. Well, apart from cheese pie. Or just the cheese pie. Far road to Bristol, just around Tiverton in South Devon. Malaga to Bristol currently over the channel. The English channel, that is, not the Bristol channel. So there's quite a lot coming in this hour. Just, I reckon turn down your sound unless there's one coming in. You're only going to hear me waffling on anyway. Yeah, Darlow, the rugby's going to be interesting, isn't it? Does the dog barking even sound funny slowed down? Is it more like woof, woof, woof? Oh man, you've got to laugh, haven't you? Got to laugh. Next inbound is on Finals, I guess. Just to the west of Bath, so a little way to come yet. 4 minutes or so. Let's have a look, see what the reported wind is on this particular one that's coming in now. It looks like it's in op actually. Can't bring that to you from this particular aircraft. Okay, folks, going to swing it round for the next arrivals. An inbound from Split. This is an A320neo. This one is Uniform Zulu Hotel Whiskey. See this one here all the time. A nice 2.5 hour journey for these folks. If you're just joining us this morning, firstly, apologies about the sound. It's not normal. We do much better with sound than this, I can promise you. But we're on special gear today to cope with the weather. And secondly, please do press that subscribe button. Thank you. Very, very much. Thank you. Just visible to me now. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. There, I think, between those two. No trouble at all, no trouble. Blimey, I've got wet and wild. Trust me, it is. It is not pleasant stood here at all, but you're going to think I've been trying to clickbait you if you tuned into this and just see how well everybody's handling this. Tribute to the fantastic crew of the air, fantastic pilots, and of course everybody involved in making flying a reality. Brilliant stuff. Cheers, Darla. Yeah, I've got taking a look at Voxy and Smarty. Be testing those out in the coming weeks. Oh, I do have to say, folks, the reason we are it's going to be a very busy week. So Thursday. So obviously today we're here for a couple of hours. Tomorrow we're off, but Thursday we'll be back from Stansted, live from Stansted. I'm told by the team at Stansted the weather's okay at the moment, so we'll see about that. Believe that when I see it, with the way things are at the moment. And Friday morning, London City Airport, bright and early, about 7-8 o'clock, something like that. So looking forward to bringing you some great action from around the country, or at least around the southern half of the country. And then after that, I'm afraid, folks, it's kind of good news and bad news, but I've secured a new position with a company in London because I've actually been unemployed for a couple of months unexpectedly. So I have secured a new job, which I'm very much looking forward to starting, but it does mean I'm going 5 days a week again. So I am not going to be able to bring you weekly or during the week streams, Planecaster, but we're not going anywhere, just going to resume what we did when we started, which was bringing you stuff during the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and trying to bring you the best of this wonderful airport. I'm zoomed in quite a bit here, so quality probably quite a bit dodgy, but I thought you'd like to see this. And that will be the intention from next week onwards, so probably nothing at the weekend unless it's an ad hoc job, but Thursday and Friday to look forward to this week. You will see live placeholders for London City. I'll put one up for Stansted very, very shortly. And when I say very, very shortly, I mean no time immediately. I mean later tonight. There you go, that's the inbound Neo. That's how much we're zooming in there on the phone, just to give you an idea. In fact, we can go give you an idea of how far away we are. So phone not doing too bad, but sorry, do recognise the sound isn't up to our usual standards, to put it mildly. Absolutely had a blast doing stuff in the week, and if there was any way of continuing it I would, but I do have to pay the bills like anybody else, I'm afraid. And Planecaster adds bills, doesn't contribute them to, sadly. Lord Darlow has a Jesus update. Fantastic. It's at London Gatwick, coming in from Split. So if we swap that near, yeah, that's true. We could have swapped it over. And the other Jesus, EZUZ, is at Manchester. You know, Darlow, I kind of feel like I'd love to come to Birmingham, but it just feels like Kev and Airport Action got that one tied up pretty well. He's broadcast quite a bit from there, so I haven't actually been able to make contact, unfortunately. I have tried a couple of times, but emails or whatever don't seem to get through. So it would. I always tend to liaise with people who are established streamers at other airports because I don't want to stand on toes or tread on toes or get in anybody else's way or clash with anybody. Same as I do here at Bristol with the good folks at Aviation Hunters. So, you know, we. If we can communicate with people and people will talk to us, then great, but not everybody I think, wants to talk to us, or not everybody is able to receive emails from us. Perhaps it's something as simple as that. I don't know. We'll talk to anybody. We're very friendly. And when I say we, it's me, of course. I'll talk to anybody. I'm very friendly. You must know that by now. And I will respect anybody's time and effort that they've building up a fabulous following at any given airport. So, you know, it's just a case of doing it the right way as far as I'm concerned. No, Darlo, just working from home. I'm a coder. I'm a techie, so what I do is done from my desk, so it's just it's a remote position, or perhaps I'll be doing a little bit of travelling more than I ever used to, which would be great because it's nice to get out of the house every now and again. But yeah, very different kind of company to the one I was working for previously. Oh man, I love the M4 as you go past Heathrow. You really do have to concentrate on the road though, don't you? Right, there's one on inbound now. It's the Faro. One I mentioned earlier. It was over Tiverton when we last mentioned it. It's currently at 2,000 feet. It's doing 124 miles an hour. It is reporting a 50 mile an hour crosswind now towards the northeast, to give you an idea, or from the southwest, I should say. So let's bring that to you now. This is Jet 2 737-800. You can see the rain coming across the runway now, quite heavy precipitation. And that plane was reporting a 50 knot headwind / crosswind, so pretty crazy up there on approach. Now, the beauty is that being here I can actually move wherever I want. I'm on such a lightweight infrastructure, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down so I'm almost level with the runway. You won't see them land, but you will see them probably get a good indication of the crabbing. Do now, take you for a little walk. It's not quite as adventurous as airport action when he takes you for a little drive in his car. I'll take you for a little walk down this way a little bit, where we might get glimpse of the runway, or might not. Let's have a look. Got a little bit of time before the next arrival. We've got to take off now, but there's no point in me trying to catch it. Just can't see it from here, I'm afraid, folks. puffs. Sorry folks, nearly there. So now this is a good little spot. I wanted to try and bring you an idea of the crabbing. Let me just see if there's anywhere else down there. Leave you there for just a second. I'm just going to see if there's anywhere slightly better. You won't miss anything, don't worry. Right. There is somewhere better. Proper hammering it down now, as you can properly see. I will sort all that out in a second. Okay, here we are, look. You can't see it because there's a raindrop there, but let's deal with that now. There you go, much better position. Let me just try and sort the stuff out ready for the approach. The weather has declined, you might have spotted. Okay, quick look and see how the status of these approaches are. 2 to come in, I believe. Pretty close succession. Yeah, I had to move quickly there. The Rosses were coming in, weren't they? Excuse me, right, okay. No immediate rush, but we've got 2 turning on, one firmly on the downwind leg, got another one turning onto the downwind leg, wind leg. Come on, Danny, spit it out. So this isn't a bad spot, is it? Why have I not spotted this before? Am I mad? Next time we're here with the proper gear, let's try this spot. It feels like the cheese police sometimes, by the way. You don't like cheese? What? You having a laugh? Ah, God bless you, 699, subscriber number 699, God bless you. Whoever you are, welcome to the channel. I didn't get your name come up, but you're very welcome, and we're delighted to have you here, so thank you. If you want to be number 700, now would be a really good time. Press that subscribe button, folks, if you haven't already. It won't cost you anything. I guarantee you. Malaga to Bristol turning on now, and winds 54 knots at 214 degrees. No, darling, don't do that. I think I'd be standing here in the rain if I was remotely sane. Okay, it's going to be a few minutes before, let's zoom out there, make you all ill. A few seconds before the plane comes in here, but I don't quite know where I'm looking in this position, so I just want to get roughly right. My guess would be there. Now, I think what I'll probably do here is take it off the tripod as soon as I can see it, and this one's going to go right over our heads here, folks. I can't see a chat for now, but I will come back to it. It's just the iPad, unfortunately, is not waterproof. Or water resistant like the phone is. Oh, I have to say, although I know the sound's a bit messed up, it's so nice not having to stress about the other things. Getting wet. Sorry folks, I pressed the wrong button there trying to clean the screen. But don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. It's all good. Waiting for our next arrival, or two arrivals. See if I can give you some details of what we're looking for. The one coming in now, it's an A321, a nice big one for you. AGP, Malaga. The one behind it, coming from Rus, and that's a 737 MAX with TUE. It is TUMB. Right, here it is now. I'm going to take this off the stand, try and bring you the best kind of shot possible of this. Alright folks, enjoy. This will come right over our head, just hopefully you can see the skew and the crab. Definitely see the crosswind with the water coming off the wings there. A321 this is, folks. Nicely done. Nicely done. There's another one coming shortly after, so I'm just going to pop you back on the tripod for just a second. Well, a try. Heavens above, man. What's wrong with this? folks, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, it's probably making you ill. Man, oh man, just get on there. Don't need no drama. There we go. Just temporarily leave that on there. As soon as that one's visible, we'll bring it to you. But as you can see there, definitely a great crosswind. It's on its way. Let's hope it doesn't take us long to get that opposite to put on. Here we go then, folks. You know, I may even go a little bit further down so we can see this come right over the top of us and get our money's worth from this particular location and using this mobile equipment, which is obviously fantastic. Right, clouds coming in now. What do you think of this, folks? Oh, the rain nearly got us there, didn't it? Somewhat close, eh? Somewhat close. Drop it about there. Thanks for bearing with us this morning. I know this is technically not the best show we've ever done by a long shot, but I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. It is wet and wild on this field, I can assure you, and as you can see, this field really isn't far from the airport, but there ain't no drama, and that of course is a good thing, but not always something we can take for granted. So let's put you back there for a moment. We're going to go through this fun again. Hold on. That's better. Let's just put you. Can't really see. The only problem with this spot is you can't see much else from here, I'm afraid. Not better. Right. Seems rather rude. We put a thing on there. See it a little bit more. You might see the plane taxiing down again in a second. Thanks for being with us today, folks. Really appreciate it. The ribbons were amazing, weren't they? I hope you caught all that coming over the top in the end. Yeah, I'm just having a quick look at it myself on the replay. Wow. Yeah, those ribbons are stunning, aren't they? Definitely a bit of precipitation at the moment. Crazy stuff here from Bristol Airport. You're watching Planecaster, another arrival to come in from Girona, 737-800. This will be great. Did you fancy that other position again? Or do you like to see it from where we are now so you can kind of see it touch down? Let me know if you're going to be quick though. After the Girona, Palma de Mallorca, 737 Max 8, Tango Uniform, Mike. Also a Rome inbound as well. A320ceo. That's going to have to do a little bit of a manoeuvre to make space or create space, I think. Murcia to Bristol coming up now, over to Exmoor National Park, coming over the channel. So quite a few arrivals. We'll try and bring them to you before the battery runs out. Currently on 45%, all is good. This absolutely hammers the battery, this software. We can introduce a battery pack, but I do need to then make it a little bit more complicated by thinking about battery, keeping the battery dry. If you are new to us, we do better than this normally in terms of sound, sorry folks. And vision, I suppose. But it's wet weather, wet and wild here at Bristol Airport. Even though the drivers are inconsiderably making it, the pilots are inconsiderably making it look extremely gentle out there, it is quite crazy weather. Don't know if you can hear it, or whether the crappy sound is kind of masking it. There are some takeoffs as well, possibly to bring you, but I'm not sure we're going to get really the optimum view from here. But we'll have a go. There's a chance. Next arrival is visible to me now. Oh, I didn't see your chat. Whether you wanted me to go down the other end or not, never mind. Let's stay here for this one. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Right. No problem for the Ryanair, no problem at all. Just trying to shelter slightly from this weather. It's quite unpleasant. Let's see if we can clip this in without any fuss. Yes, that's better. Look, leave that there. The wind now is really picking up here. This was in the forecast that it was going to get worse the longer we were here. Can't see your messages at the moment because the rain means I'm struggling to get the iPad out, so apologies folks. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Next arrival expected very shortly. Should be able to see it very shortly. There it is. There it is, right. We'll try this one on the tripod, folks. All good for the 737 MAX 8. Well, a big old, not sure you saw it on the camera, but a big old correction once it got on the runway there, as you see sometimes when they're crabbing on the way down. Okay. All right. Excuse me. A320 CEO next in from Rome. Also a departure you may have just caught a little glimpse of there, but we're really not going to see it particularly well, but I'll see what we can do. Looks like it might be a private plane. Sorry folks. The ground here is somewhat uneven, as you might have spotted with the tripod. Absolutely swift departure for that one. Right, let's take you down to the crazy spot, folks. Let's have another one over the top. I quite enjoyed that. Don't hurry. So this is our other spot, and actually you can see the runway lights there, so I guess we could go a little bit further. Let's see what we can see. Never actually ventured down here. Hope you can hear me. Folks. Right, one more spot just to try out here. Let's just have a look down here. So you really have to ask yourself, how have I never spotted this before? Honestly folks, you're on Voyager Discovery with me. There goes the thing, popped out, sorry. Why does that not want to go in there? Okay, we'll just try and capture this for you folks, by hand. The waiting aircraft is just there. Folks, I'm bowled over because I haven't actually walked down this far before. I have always seen people down here and assumed there's a nice little picnic spot. Now I know why. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Waiting aircraft, and the reason that it is waiting is an inbound. Well, not only have you witnessed some different equipment today, you've also witnessed an epiphany. A discovery, because I was convinced the best view was up there. Little did I know. Check this, folks. Wow. Zoom back to something more realistic. Just going to attempt to put you on the thing. There you go, folks. Has stopped raining, so I can have a look at the chat again now. Good comments, Lord Dilo, love it. Do you know what? This is going to be absolute. There you go. You can see the crosswind there straight away. Look. This is going to be spectacular when it's 09s as well, because you're just going to see literally coming straight for you, and we won't have the dubious pleasure of the bright lights in front of us, which are of course an essential safety matter. Folks, this is insane. Having the freedom to go for a walk and not being anchored to the ground with 4 million different pieces of equipment has enabled us to kind of find this wonderful spot. I believe I'm probably the last person in the Bristol Airport spotting community to find out about it, but there we go. Those were the brakes. Let's bring it back to a more reasonable zoom. Give that a little clean. There you go. Well, will you look at that? That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Guess where we're going to be next time? Guess the trick's going to be to grab a spot early, isn't it, really? Next inbound coming now, so let's bring that to you. Forgive the fast pan, folks. Look away if you're easily queasy. And isn't Aviation here lovely as well? You can really see the dipping hills and Dundry beautifully there. with a donk. Why not too? Oh my god, Lord Darley, your jokes are getting worse, man. That should be easy to capture. Oh my god. Action there for you. Next arrival about 3 minutes away, folks. It's in from Maon. It's a 737 800 Juliet Zulu Delta Alpha. There's also a little light plane. I believe it's light anyway. Swinging that round quickly, I know it's not very pleasant. Let's see what's going on here. Let's take this one off. Catch this for you manually. A bit easier. Fantastic. I don't want the battery to run out, but I ain't got a great deal left, I'll be honest with you. How are we enjoying this view, folks? Let us know on the comments. If you are new to us, please do press that subscribe button. I promise you we'll bring you much better sounding shows than this on a regular basis. And we use a real camera as well, not a phone, but it's just the weather today has been absolutely putrid. So we've had to use phone equipment. Sorry, getting slightly distracted. So 2 to come, little light aircraft, very, very shortly. Looks like a Gulfstream G650, not light, a private aircraft, I should say, private jet. And then the 320 CEO in from Naples. Just waiting for them to pop through the clouds, and then I will, of course, bring you all the action here at Planecaster. How you doing, folks? How'd you like this? I know you're going to think I'm mad, but this is a new position for me, completely new, which I didn't know was here. I know I should probably just pretend I knew this was here all along and was decided not to come, you know. But no, truth of the matter is I don't normally have the freedom to walk down here, and because there's so much equipment. And I mean, this is ace, isn't it? This is absolutely ace. I hope the lights, which are extremely bright, are not affecting you too much. That's going to be a bit of the nature of the beast, really, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to remove you off here again now, because it's time for another arrival. Action and just to give you a better perspective. This is a Gulf Stream coming in now. Until it appears. Because this is the place to be, isn't it? Precipitation starting again. Big old bit of reverse thrust there for the inbound. This is what the rest of the airport looks like at the moment. Much busier than when we started, of course, given our mid-morning time. I'm just going to pop you back on here so I can have a chat. one that's parked with its back to us, but I can see a Tues looking forward. I can see Jet 2, 2 EasyJets and another 3 or 4 EasyJets. And then there's this Tues which is parked here in the naughty corner, like it's seriously misbehaved. I wonder what it did to deserve that punishment. Right. Folks, purely because of battery, and somewhat infuriatingly, I think that's going to have to be it today. Let's just catch this. That's the Gulfstream that just came in before the EasyJet. Non-league side match. Hey, non-league matches are brilliant though, aren't they, darling? I know absolutely nothing about football, but I do love a small match like that. It's always brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I would wear layers if I were you. You know, what with being up north as well. Yeah, folks, wow, look. Let's turn this round. Let's turn this round. Then we can pull off a little trick here. I think. I mean, look! Look! I've never walked this far down here. Otherwise, I would have seen this place. I would have been aware of it. That's a lesson for me, really, isn't it? Just very quickly spin it back round again and catch that little G. It's far more interested in looking at me. Looks like it might be waiting for permission to cross the runway. That's digital zoom. I reckon that's probably not too good, but just in case it gives you anything extra in the registration. I can't see on this little screen, unfortunately. But hey, look at that, folks. Alternate equipment today, which is why we've had these problems with the sound. I know I probably sound really stupid at the moment. I got to slow down. I will work out what that is with the software people who provide this software, and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of it. This is our wet weather system though, so normally you won't have this. You'll be on our regular high quality broadcast camera and sound equipment as well. Thursday, Stansted Airport, London Stansted, quite early in the morning, around 8ish. It all depends on the traffic on the drive up there from Cardiff. And Friday morning we'll be at London City Airport. How about that? Friday, London City Airport opposite the runway. It's just going to look absolutely beautiful. We'll catch the early morning rush from around 7, I think. So I'm just going to change back because that's just crossing the runway now. 7 AM, try and catch that morning rush, and hopefully the weather will be kind to us, otherwise we'll be on the wet weather equipment again, but either way we should be able to bring you some great footage. London City's viewing spot is so close to the airfield we won't need to zoom much. I don't think that's taken off, it's just landed. Right, unless I'm confusing it with another one. But I think it's off to the business centre. Alright, perhaps I'm completely wrong on that one. that's a different plane, and I've just got confused. No, that is the Gulfstream that just landed. Do you think they've landed at the wrong airport? Oh, I'm really sorry, mate. Wrong place, wrong place. Into the cloud it goes. Anyway, folks, that's it for today. I'm going to disconnect now because battery's just about to give up anyway. Hope you've enjoyed. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you to everybody who's been with us this morning. Darla, thanks as ever for your brilliant chat. And thank you to Love Aviation for moderation. And if you just popped along this morning, you found us for the first time, please do press that subscribe button. I know it's getting quite boring hearing it, but it makes the world of difference to us. It's the difference between us being able to continue doing this and just not doing it and nobody actually seeing us. As you can see, the rain's coming in now. So me again, I've just realised that if I chop it off, then you don't get time to actually see the end of what I said, sorry. So just goodbye, thanks very much for coming, everybody who's been with us today, much appreciated. We'll see you soon, we'll be back on Thursday, and I'm going to leave a little gap now so the buffer